And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we're continuing along with DOOM Butterknife. This is map 4 Apoplexy. You may remember last time we did map 9 Supernova, which was the secret map, which we accessed via map 3 Phobotypical by finding the secret exit there. So having completed map 9, the secret map, it returns to the regular order of maps, map 4 Apoplexy, and here we are. Lots of hit scanners, easy to take a lot of nitpicky damage along the way, but there are a good amount of health bonuses and health packs and a berserk pack to kind of get you along, even though you'll inevitably take some hit scanner damage throughout. The game is powered by GZDoom using the Ultimate Doom platform. As always, we're playing on the Ultraviolence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all 3 of these categories. There are 200 kills to be had, the lone secret, and 60 items to pick up. Again, there is no rad suit in this map, and there will be areas we'll have to go with a damaging floor. And that sucks, but it is what it is. So let's first lure down the shotgunner. Don't want it to fire, so we can get a shotgun legitimately. There we go. Grab its shotgun. Try to avoid taking damage to the extent that you can. As I mentioned, there are hit scanners everywhere. Imps too. Yeah, so just whatever you can do to avoid the hit scanners. It's easier said than done for sure. And we're going to lure out the shotgunner here a little bit so we can use the barrel to proper effect. Just grab the armor bonuses, I guess, while we're here. That's map progression, because we can't go any further, but we are going to clear these areas. First, we're going to get rid of this pinky via the barrel. Only 1 shot needed. There are 2 shotgunners on the edge here. And then we're going to use a little bit of strafe running to the extent that we can strafe run. Maybe not as well as we'd like. And take care of that pinky. We're going to be on that open plateau very soon anyway. Now, map progression. Let's go ahead. We'll hit the switch and we'll reveal an imp and a bunch of health bonuses, but the sides will open up, so hit that switch. Do your best to basically get the heck out of here as quickly as possible and take cover behind this outcropping. You do want to take cover so all the hit scanners can stop giving you damage, I guess. Would be the best way to put it. Now, there are more hit scanners down there. Let's go back and take care of business. There's also one up there. Take care of the pinky, I guess, while we're here. And let's take care of the rest of the enemies. So I guess I've mostly taken care of each other with us having departed abruptly. And now I wouldn't fret too much about the amount of health, because there's a berserk pack right there. There's going to be specters released, but we do want that berserk pack right now. Let's go ahead. We'll use this as our whole point. There will also be imps released. And now we can use the shotgun if you want, or the fist. But we have quite a bit of shotgun ammo. They've left quite a bit lying around, so why not? Using this as our whole point, not terribly difficult to dispose of the remainders. And that's that. We can head over here for more bullets if you want, more shotgun shells I should say. Strafe run your way back. And now armed with the berserk fist, take care of this pinky and head up this way. Now, around the corner, we're going to find a barrel, so be mindful of that, but they're going to be in the distance to the right will be some imps, and in the distance to the left will be some shotgunners. So it looks like the barrel's already gone, so that's fine. I think we might have shot that. And then to the left, you can see a bunch of shotgunners, so be careful about them. Hit scanners in the distance. Take care of some of them if you can. There are more, but first we want to take care of this pinky. Then we're going to lure, if we can, all of the imps closer to the barrel here. It'll just dispose of more imps and damage the rest, so we can use less ammo just getting rid of the rest of them. And there will be more hit scanners now to the right, so be mindful of that. One more. And you see, remember, it's kind of impossible in a way to avoid taking any damage, but you just have to muddle along, do the best you can. Now, once we press this switch, the red key will descend. There will also be a chain gun back there, but we will really be hemmed in. So what I like to do is I like to leave it, kind of make a bit of a run for it, expect the specters and the pinkies to come, because the rest of the shooting enemies, like the imps and the gunners, will be trapped behind that fence. And that's how we avoid taking a lot of damage. So we try to hit any barrels that may remain. Doesn't look like any have. And we look first for the shotgunners. They're our first order of business. Alright. I think that might be the last imp. A resilient imp, if I may say. Yep, looks like we've cleared the area out. So that's how I clear it, using the return point as the whole point for us. Okay, now a map progression again. We do have the red key. Man, I don't know why my strafe running is that poor, but it really is. Take out your chain gun. We want to alert as many enemies as we can, because there's not a lot of fresh standing area below. It's going to be covered with a lot of damaging floor, so there's not a lot of room to maneuver, to be fair. So I do like to try. There's another bullet pack over there, case of bullets for the chain gun, so we can go ahead and use a little bit more ammo. I don't know if there are any more enemies to come. Oops, I forgot to pick up the ammo, so we'll have to pick that up maybe on the way back. No big deal. But I would recommend that you not forget it. Some imps to the left. Might as well take care of the last imp before we make our move to the right where the secret is. No? Yes. Take out your Berserk Fist. There is a pinky there guarding the secrets. Let's go ahead, quickly dispose of it. Press this invisible switch here, I guess, and then get out of here. And now we have a nice health replenishment with the supercharge. Grab your armor, grab your ammo. Some more enemies around the corner, of course. And some imps just here in the semi-distance. But let's get rid of the shotgunners first. And strangely, each imp is only activated when we shoot it. It somehow doesn't hear us shooting its neighbor. So go ahead and take advantage of that. Here's an imp. Fire on it. Do hit the switch, because this will allow us to get to this area. Their strafe running worked out a little bit better. Which will have, of course, a bunch of enemies down below. You can either use your chain gun or your shotgun. I like to use a shotgun for now until I press the switch, which will release a bunch of shotgunners. We do want to do that. Alright, chain gun. Yeah, it's easy to take damage from the shotgunner, that's for sure. Now, in theory, I guess we can get these enemies later when we go down there, but I like to clean up the mess I start. So this area has now been pacified, right? Because we had pressed that switch. Now let's swing over, if we can strafe run properly, to where this imp is, take a little bit of damage, I guess, and then make our way across. And now we're finished with the red area. Let's pick up that box that I forgot. And let's head over to this area that is now opened up. Which way do you go, you say? Well, I guess we can pick up a little bit of ammo. But we're going to go ahead here and follow the trail of armor bonuses and health bonuses. That's where it's going to lead us to. And so before I press, I'll take out the Berserk Fist, because it's, of course, going to reveal a trap all around, but there's going to be imps coming from where that those gray panels are. We're going to just go around them, head this way before we take any damage, duck in this way, let the algorithm work, and then let the specters come for us. We like to keep the shotgunners and imps to the right if we can in that other area. If we can. I use this area as our whole point for that. Save some ammo by punching out the specters. Maybe punching out the other enemies if they get too close. Take out the shotgun, though, because some of those enemies are not as great for punching. They're more suitable for shooting. Any more shotgunners? Yeah? Well, that doesn't take much, eh? If you only get the shotgunner partially, he takes a good amount off you. So, but this is what it is. Okay, well, I guess we can pick up a little bit of ammo on their way for a little bit more sightseeing. You can see now this area has opened up. Chain gun time, because there are some enemies to the left. We're just going to clear them. Just kind of hoping that barrel would work a little bit better. some ammo, and now back to the chain gun, because we're going to pick up these goodies, face a few enemies around the corner. But more importantly, as soon as we drop down there and hit that switch, these walls will open up for enemies, mostly imps on the right, mostly gunners on the left. We're going to want to get over to this side and make our way back through the doorway that we came in as our hold point, because there's just too much going on. So go ahead, pick up this last armor, and just casually make your way through the best you can. You can punch out some of the pinkies. Then back to the chain gun. That should be it. There may be a straggler here or two, but I'm not sure. Let's take a look. Yes, there's one shotgunner down there. There we go. Pacify the shotgunner, and then pick up your health if needed, and then all the bonuses. You should only require 3 more, which are at the exit. If I've done everything correctly, yes, we're missing only 3 items. So pick up any health, any ammo that you want. We've pacified the shotgunner. As soon as we drop this wall, there will be a bunch of gunners, and I mean a bunch, in front of us. So we're going to duck over to the right and use that more of a hold point. We have to be mindful they can come on both sides, so just be careful of that. Oop. Okay. So that should be it. Yes? I think so. Let's go ahead and pick up the armor bonuses, and we'll do our final count. Yes, all 200 kills, the lone secret, and all 60 items. You know what that means? Indeed, we're done. And that's map 4, Apoplexy from DOOM Butterknife, the new wad of 9 maps. This is map 4. It's a pretty satisfying map, at least to escape with 100% health. It's not that easy with all the hit scanners, but as you can see, there is a way to use hold points to just kind of minimize the damage and just do your best with it that way. That's my approach anyway. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. Maybe you got some good tips and tricks about how to complete it. Either way, yeah, hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. For now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.